This is Mags on Media. Now, Spark and the Colenso BBDO agency in New Zealand teaming up to create an ad to celebrate the power of the next generation and the impact it's going to have as far as voice technology is concerned. A scary prospect, as children can now fact-check everything, I say, that their parents tell them.
If you pee in the pool, will the water really change colour? Does the TV only work when it's raining? Can a stork really carry a baby?
Does the internet turn off at 7 every night?
Can a goldfish run away? Is Santa always watching?
It's a common misconception that
we're gonna rule the world, don't you know, don't you know? We are gonna rule the world, don't you know, don't you know? We're gonna put it together. Won't you put it together? We're gonna put it together. Won't you put it together?
We need to talk.
We're gonna rule the world, don't you know, don't you know?
And sticking with technological advancements, China's state news agency recently unveiling the world's first ever, wait for this, artificial intelligence news presenter.
Hello, everyone. I'm an English artificial intelligence anchor. This is my very first day in Xinhua News Agency. My voice and appearance are modeled on Zhang Zhao, a real anchor with Xinhua. The development of the media industry calls for continuous innovation and deep integration with the international advanced technologies. I will work tirelessly to keep you informed as texts will be typed into my system, uninterrupted. I look forward to bringing you the brand new news experiences.
So the virtual anchor is able to tirelessly deliver the news 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and is programmed to simulate human voice, facial expressions and gestures. The news agency says the introduction of the virtual news anchor will reduce news production costs and improve efficiency. Well, goodbye to you. There goes my job. Well, I'm hoping our next guest will give me a little reassurance, or maybe not. Marketing, she says, has become burdened with buzzwords and smothered in smoke and mirrors, and that it's time for the industry to, wait for it, get naked and to strip down to the bottom line. All of this is going to happen at the 14th edition of the Integrated Marketing Conference. It takes place next year, the 14th of March 2019. I wonder if Chief Executive Officer of the conference, Dale Heffer, also thinks that robots are set to take over media and marketing jobs. I feel so depressed talking to you now. I am a real person, Dale, at this point. You have to understand that.
Jeremy, I've seen that guy. He's got the personality of a caravan site. You're fine.
Thank you so much for that, but I still feel for the first time, maybe in a couple of years' time, it'll just be a hologram that's sitting there.
No.
Dale, tell me, why does marketing need to get naked?
Well, Jeremy, it's an interesting story. I sold my agency Chilibush about a year ago. I came back and it was, where's marketing and what have you done with it? It was an industry on its head. It was rife with buzzwords and new offerings and all sorts of things that I just did not understand. And I thought...
But hang on, what's the problem with that? Marketing surely has got to move on. It's got to embrace the times. You know, buzzwords indicate to me new technology.
It does, absolutely. But do they work? Surely there has to be a point when there's only so much and then we're saturated. What actually works, what doesn't work? And that's when I thought we need to actually extrapolate a little bit more on that and see what happens. For example, one of the things I'm doing at the conference is I've taken some budget from my telesales commission and I've given that amount to my digital partner and I've said, right, go for it, guys, and let's see who delivers the most bums on seats. So that's the sort of thing I'm trying to achieve with this conference, where I want to strip it down and see what's actually working. Which of the services out there are actually delivering beyond the buzzwords?
You've been in this business a long time.
Many years.
What do you think is not working within the broader marketing continuum?
Well, I think for a start, what's not working is that there is no deep understanding of what all the barrage of offerings actually deliver on. I think I feel so sorry for CMOs. They are just under a constant attack from all these offerings, and that they immediately think, I've got to use that, I've got to use that.
So they're chasing the next best thing.
They're chasing the next best thing, and they're not sure exactly what it delivers on and how it delivers on, because the people who are selling those services are promising it's the best thing, next best thing. So what I'm really wanting to do with this conference is to take those things and strip them down and look at them practically and sensibly and see what they are and actually how they deliver.
So if you were to look at what is working then,
yes,
the basic marketing principles.
Yes.
Tell me about those, but are you also suggesting that CMOs, chief marketing officers, have lost sight of why they're in the job in the first place?
No. I don't think they've lost sight of why they're in the job in the first place. I just think that they've got a lot more to contend with, and they need to expand their horizons in order to contend with those things, but they also need to look at those things realistically, and that's what I'm hoping to achieve with this conference. The things we are going to be talking about range from neuroscience and marketing to digital to artificial intelligence, but not in a
not as far as news anchors are concerned.
No.
Thank you, Dale.
Yeah,
yes.
We hope to see you there in person. No holograms allowed. And we're hoping we're going to unpack slightly what these things are and how realistic they are. For example, Musa Kaleng is going to be talking about the actual role of the marketer, technology aside. What role is left for the marketer once technology has had its say? Catherine Madley is going to be talking AI au naturel. So she's going to really be stripping down AI to talk about how it delivers on the practical things like sales and brand value. So that's what we're wanting to do with this conference. I've tasked each of the speakers to conclude their speech with 2 so what points. And I think that's the nub of it. We have so many of these conferences and it's waffle, waffle, waffle. But here I want the speakers to actually conclude what they've said with so what.
So one of the questions I would put to you then is the end result. And I think the answer to that is you're hoping for a blueprint. So you go away from this conference and you say, here is a 1 or 2 page marketing primer that is going to hurdle me into the next year, because when you do this again, everything would have changed.
Well, this is it exactly. And in fact, I'm in discussion with Gibbs at the moment. We're wanting to try and create some kind of white paper around this conference. And to such an extent that I'm having Mercedes Soretlo, who's a very respected strategist, at the end of the conference. She's going to be sitting there the whole day, and she's going to sum up all the key bottom line point takeouts of the day. So it's not just more of the same old, same old, same old. At the end of it, I want people to have a proper takeout based on what all the 20 speakers of the day have shared.
Buzzwords and people being engulfed by all of this technology. Is it because the profession doesn't pay particularly well and that people see better value in other professions? Or, and every time I use the word skills, someone should pay me money because I would be a very rich person, is it a lack of skills in the industry? Are we not teaching future marketers properly?
I think that's a component of it. And in fact, at the risk of going a little bit into the CSI part of it, we are really focusing on the youth. We've launched our first bursaries for the first time for formerly disadvantaged marketing students, and we've made a lot of attendance value available for marketers, because they are the secret. We've got to bring the youth into it.
If they want to.
If they want to. Well, present company aside, Jeremy, we want less of the older, experienced people, and we want to start bringing the youngsters in.
Are they coming into the industry?
They are coming. They're enthusiastic. At the last conference, the last IMC conference, we had at least 20 youngsters there that I brought in, and they were absolutely willing and ecstatic and excited, and they loved the day. So I'm wanting to bring more of that in and push them as much as we can to be part of the bigger picture.
I'd like to suggest to you this is a South African problem, but it isn't, is it? I mean, this is it doesn't matter whether you're marketing in the United States of America or in Nigeria or in China. It's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I think this industry has just always been too frenetic to really consider bringing those people up. I mean, there's the intern programs, but often it involves just rushing off and getting coffee, and they're never being brought into the mainstream. And I really think that's been an ongoing fault of the industry for many years. And we really have to focus on bringing those youngsters in properly, formally, and give them proper go-to tasks that are part of the industry deliverables.
Well, Dale, you'll know that we've nailed this program's colours to the mast as far as this program is concerned. For so many years, we have dealt with these particular issues.
You have.
And we'll be reporting on the conference in full and the build-up to it, and I wish you well with it.
Thank you, Jeremy.
You will sit here again, and you'll be talking to a real person.
Yay. Couldn't ask for more.
Not an AI presenter.
And our conference will not be holograms.
Up next on the program, just how far would Donald Trump's White House go in discrediting journalists? We'll let you decide when Mags on Media continues.